Hello, hello, hello. I am author and entrepreneur, the Cerebral Palsy Vigilante, Zachary Fennell. And that remains true, albeit awake or in my dreams. Now, to you without CP, that may seem like an odd distinction. In fact, if it wasn't for some particular conversations I might think the same thing, and I have cerebral palsy. Those aforementioned conversations mostly have taken place during the cerebral palsy Twitter chat, hashtag CP chat now. That happens every Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitter. See the video in the end screen for more details. But first, let's explore today's topic. Whether or not your cerebral palsy manifests in your dreams is the subject. Or to put more directly, in your dreams, do you have CP? Like I already stated, that may seem like an odd distinction. You are you in your dreams, and if you live with cerebral palsy, the condition would naturally accompany you. Or so that's what I would think if all I knew was my version of CP. Because yes, I have CP in my dreams. How the condition shows up is quite natural. Probably the earliest dream of mine I can remember relevant to today's discussion goes back to when I was a teenager learning to drive. Obviously, this was before my decision to not drive. Anyways, so we are talking dreams from 2004, 2005. I would be in the car with my father practicing backing out into a parking space. However, due to my poor peripheral vision, let me try that again. Due to my poor peripheral vision, I would go over the curb, and before I could do anything, the car would plummet downhill. My hand-eye coordination too slow, leaving me unable to react and prevent the downhill crash. A more recent example showcases my CP beyond physical symptom, transcending to mindset too. I do want to give a quick disclaimer that this dream is a bit messed up. I have my theories on why my dreams seem to depict disturbing scenes, but that would get us off on a different tangent. So keeping to the point, just this week I had the following dream. My late grandmother was alive in the dream, but she was in her senile state. However, she was still living in her home opposed to the facility she spent the last year and a half in. I was in her kitchen with a couple of other family members. From her kitchen window, we saw her confusingly go into her neighbor's house. We watched on from the kitchen window, expecting her neighbor to kindly bring her back over, as you hope someone would do for a kind but confused elderly person. Instead, the neighbor starts beating her up. "They're beating up Grandma," my relative stated in shock. Yet we all just stood there, no one moving. Finally, another relative said, "Is nobody going to do something?" To which I replied, "What do you want me to do? I have cerebral palsy." I then thankfully woke up. After the initial disturbance, I felt relief the dream was over. However, that's probably the opposite of how some people feel. Whether during hashtag CP chat now or in one-on-one conversations, I have had conversations with my peers in the CP community who talk about not having CP in their dreams. Imagine that emotional turbulence. In your dreams, you are liberated from all the challenges you face due to CP. Waking up, you probably feel great. Then your CP gives you a morning greeting, whether the pinching of tight hamstrings, an involuntary spasm, or something else. Wow, I've never really focused on that emotional aspect to it before. Instead, I have just been intrigued by the fact some of us in the CP community don't have CP in our dreams and what significance that might mean. Does having CP in your dreams represent an acceptance for the condition? Does not having CP in your dreams mean you possess an identity more independent from the condition? I know nothing about dream psychology, so I have no clue. What do you think? Leave a comment below sharing whether or not your cerebral palsy is present in your dreams and what you think that means about you. While you are at it, make sure to hit the thumbs up icon if you liked today's video. And while I know nothing about dream psychology, I will know you find meaning in my videos when you subscribe. So if you are not already a subscriber, consider subscribing now. Until next time, remember, don't blend in, blend out.